Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Will Sinclair, and I'm going to be your MC for the evening. And I would really like to welcome you here tonight to this banquet. This is an awesome thing that you're doing. If you ever wondered what you're doing here, what your contribution has done, what your ticket has done, what you are doing is something very, very awesome and unique. This evening, by your presence here, is going to transform someone's life. Isn't that a good thing? That's an awesome thing. Last year, I was at this banquet. I was invited to MC, and it transformed my life. The banquet itself transformed my life. I used to be white. Sorry, Leland. They gave me the mic. They know me. Okay, sorry. Last year also, my wife and I announced when we did this, when I did MC, I announced that we had just recently left Estevan and moved to Moose Jaw. And now Shelley has invited me back to MC, and I'm here to announce that now we've left Moose Jaw and moved to Kenosha Lake, where we're looking after a Bible camp that has year-round facilities. And Shelley, if you're going to invite me back next year, I can't afford another move right now, just so you know. The life that we have at Kenosha Lake is quite different. We're right on the lake. Yeah, most people are familiar with Kenosha Lake. We're right on the far edges of the lake, and we live right on the lake. I can almost roll out of bed and walk into the lake. We're that close. It's so good. It's such a different lifestyle, but what's happened is I forgot my jacket. I had a jacket. This is a gala event, red carpet and everything. I come here and I have no jacket. I'm like, where's my jacket? I can't believe I forgot it. Because being at Kenosha Lake, my uniform daily is now turned into a pair of swim shorts and a kayak. And I couldn't bring that here. I also forgot my shoes. Can you believe that? But my son-in-law had a pair that he just happened to have, but they're one size less than what I wear. So I went down in size, but I went up in fashion. Look at this. Thank God for son-in-laws. I actually was swimming in the lake last week, and the water was really cold and algae, and it was a really great experience, but what happened was I got an eye infection. And so I went to the doctor, and the doctor said to me, he says, you know what, Will? He says, you need to keep the air out of your eye, so you need to wear a pad for your eye. And he says, we've got some here for you. And I said, well, I've seen some of your pads, those black plastic. I'm not going to wear that silly thing under my glasses with some tape and that. I says, I have a pad for my eye. It's made by Apple. But I wouldn't recommend wearing it because this is what happened. My kids called me up for Father's Day this year. Is this okay that I continue like this, Shelley? All right, okay. My kids called me up for Father's Day this year, and they said to me, they says, Dad, we're taking you out of your comfort zone for Father's Day. My immediate thought was, oh my, they're going to buy me clothes that I have to go and try on. Because I hate that. I hate trying on. I don't know why. It's just, how many guys hate going and trying on clothes? How's that for you? Fit you around the waist? No, bend your bum. Does it work? No, it doesn't. It's tiny. Oh, look at that. You can see. Oh, my gosh. I hate doing that. But what they did say was, Dad, we've booked you in for a tattoo in Regina. So here's my tattoo. Very first time ever. It's a guitar, because I play the guitar. It says faith, family, and music. Now, there's a little bit of a story behind this, because when I was in Moose Jaw, we had our office in the basement, and my daughter called, and she was talking to me about something, my daughter Michelle, and she says, oh, by the way, is Mom there? Because I'd like to talk to her. So I said, sure, and sometimes I like to just eavesdrop, put it on mute, and they're talking about their day and what they did, and what they did, and somebody else did this, and blah, 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 and I'll just work away and hear that. But what I heard was her on the other line say, hey, Mom, I want to talk to you about Father's Day gifts. So I knew to hang up the phone. So I hung up the phone, and then all I heard was this muffled response upstairs. He has never, ever in a million years ever asked for that. So I remember it was getting closer to Father's Day, and I have an iPad that I really like, and I use it a lot, and I do a lot of recording things with it, and I was thinking maybe the kids can buy me something for my iPad or something. But I went up to my wife, Adrena, and I said to her, if that's for me, tell them I'm not here. I went up to my wife and I says, hey, have the kids actually bought me anything for Father's Day? And she said, mm-hmm. And I'm not a guy for surprises. Usually the kids say, what would you like? And I'll tell them, and they'll pick something out of that. That's just my personality. And so anyway, she says, oh yeah. And I says, will I like it? Maybe. And I said, oh, okay, it's going to be clothes, I can just tell. Right, bought you a new pair of pants, a little bit tight in the bum, but still. And I says, well, will it fit me? And she says, oh yeah, skin tight. So that's what I got, my tattoo. Anyway, I do want to welcome you here. I'm not the comedian for tonight. We have a great comedian here that you're going to hear later on. He wisely chose his classes based on whichever cute girl happened to catch his attention. And after several short years of last-minute cramming and late assignments, Leland graduated from the University of Saskatchewan with a degree in anthropology. As you might have guessed, Leland's university education opened many doors for him in the years to come. But for some reason, he was dissatisfied working for a courier as a night shift stock boy. By this time, married and with his first child soon on the way, the most responsible and obvious choice was, of course, to pursue a career in the entertainment industry. Starting off at amateur nights and seedy bars, Leland decided right from the beginning that he would remain clean despite what the audiences wanted. And over the last 14 years, Leland has become recognized as Canada's premier clean comedian. With his unique intelligence and wit, Leland has carved out quite a niche for himself in the world of entertainment, using his farm boy charm and handsome, although somewhat inbred, Mennonite good looks. Leland's clever observations and rich life experiences are brought to life in a one-of-a-kind show. Leland has been the host of Popcorn TV. He's been featured on Thou Shalt Laugh 5. He's been the host of the comedy tournament of Promise Keepers Canada. He's been involved in quite a while. He's been on Just for Laughs festivals in Montreal. 3 times they had him back for that. He's been on an episode of the U.S. syndicated comedy series Bananas. He has 2 of his own television series on the West Coast, as well as appeared on numerous other programs across the United States and Canada, such as CBC Television, YTV, Star TV, Global and Discovery Kids, GMA Canada 2009 and 2012, he was the co-host. He's also now appearing on Access TV, cable, Estevan, courtesy of Scott. Yeah, you wrote it. And just like his stand-up career, Leland was recognized for excellence in the television world, receiving the BCAB 2002 Broadcast Performer of Tomorrow Award for his comedic work as host of Retro on Now TV in Vancouver. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please give it up for Leland Klassen?
I didn't know what we're doing. Thank you. Thank you very much. Big round of applause for William Sinclair. Doing a wonderful job tonight. I didn't write it. And it kind of drives me crazy because my wife wrote it. Because she had been bugging me to change the bio on the website. This is like a couple years ago or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I'll get to it. And then I never got to it. And she's like, I'm going to do my own then. I'm like, hey, whatever. And now everyone loves it. And they all like, oh, it's so funny. You're inbred. And I was like, hey, that's not even nice. Is that? So we just use it. So thank you very much for reading all of it. No, it's great to be here. I am excited to be down here. I'm originally from Saskatchewan, so it's nice to come back. Although northern Saskatchewan is very different, as you know. Actually, it doesn't matter. We'll go on with the show. I want to talk sometimes and not make jokes. I'm lonely, so I like to just talk, just share a bit, and then I forget. Oh yeah, I'm doing a show. I'm supposed to be making people laugh, not just talking about myself. I'm a narcissist. I do want to say this though about the tattoo. They say it's really addictive though. Like, so if you just got it, are you already starting to feel like you want to get more? And it is, right? Like it can be really addictive. Who has tattoos here? By applause. We got tattoo folks. A few of you. Now, out of those people, is it addictive? Those clap if you think it's addictive too. A few of you, just you apparently. You're the only honest one here. Yeah, no, it's real. I had a friend, and he got this like shark tattoo on his arm, and he told me, as soon as he got it, right after, he was like, it is so addictive. As soon as you get one, you just want to add some stuff over here, you just want to put some stuff, you want to match it now, you want to put stuff across. Like he was going on about it, like he had this kind of bug-eyed look, like it's so addictive. And I was like, is it really that bad? He's like, oh yeah. They didn't have this 1-800 number you can call to talk you out of getting more, this hotline number. I was like, really, is that true? Yeah, I got the number right here. I put it over, slip it down. It's also in Latin on the... What? I don't think numbers are in Latin. Is that possible? I just made that part up. Yeah, so this is fun. I'm glad to be here. I got a little worried when I first walked in. I looked at the thing and it said formal red carpet. And I was like, oh no, I'm going to be underdressed. And then I turned around the corner and I was like, oh, it's Estevan, so we're good. We got a ball cap over here somewhere. We got yeah, well, I'm good. That's formal. Formal enough. It's my good ball cap, right? Is that yeah, right? Go Bruins. What's that? I'm sorry? If you're gonna heckle, you have to do it louder than that. You can't be just timid heckling like, you are not very good. No, sorry, what was it? Oh, was it the Bruin home opener? Oh, sorry, everybody. Who are they playing? It's a big draw in town, is it? Melville? The Millionaires? Are you? Oh, I thought you had a phone there, and you were like, I'm keeping up with the score right here, like you're a hardcore fan. It's 3-2. That's awesome. I just want to talk Estevan now. I know we're here. Wasn't there like didn't Al Capone also make some trips over here or something too? Somebody told me one time. No, but I know Moose Jaw. That was the given one because there's tunnels in a tourist industry. But didn't you guys also have some kind of action going on here? Oh, is it still going? Oh, okay. I didn't. We're still bootlegging. Even though it's legal now, it's still pretty lucrative. Mainly sell at Estevan Bruin games. That's where we're really making our money. Is it more? Everybody's got a story now. Yeah? This is awesome. Well, This is what, okay, every once in a while, now, I flew up today from Vancouver, and every once in a while, security decides to take issue with stuff. It drives me kind of crazy. All I forgot to do today was I forgot to stick my chapstick in a little Ziploc bag where you put your gels and your liquids. I just forgot to stick it in the bag, and security guy was like, he decided to take issue with it, and he's like, oh, well, it's actually a gel, and you're supposed to put it in the bag. You didn't put it in the bag. I was like, oh, I must have just forgotten. I'll take it now. And he's like, no, I need to confiscate it now because you didn't put it in the bag. I was like, dude, it's chapstick. You know, what are you gonna do with chapstick? You know, take me somewhere. Granted, it did say lip balm on it. Did it say lip balm? Huh? It's a lip balm joke. I just did a lip balm joke. That's what just happened. Do you guys, so you're pretty close to the border. Do you cross very often? By applause, how many people are going down there, like, I don't know, once a month kind of thing? Or often? Doesn't have to be once a month. Do you find it easy? Do you find it nice? Do you find them like, oh, come on in? It's tougher than it used to be, isn't it? Yeah, like I live on the West Coast now, and I cross into Washington State all the time. And in the old days, they wanted us. Americans wanted us there, right? They were just like, come on into our country. We'd love to have you. Just keep your dirty fruit away. That was the only thing, our fruit. Something with our fruit. It's dangerous down there. I don't know if it starts exploding when it crosses the border. I don't know. But now they're mad. Have you noticed that? They're always mad. At least that's what I noticed. I tried to lighten it up the last time I went through. The guy's like, so you're a comedian? I was like, yeah, that's right. So what are you going to be talking about? I was like, I don't know. It depends how well this goes. Don't say that. Don't. And don't do this either. It actually looks like a gun. Okay, this is a true story, absolutely true story. Not that I've been lying until now, but this is more true. Yeah, it's more true. I was crossing the border about 2 years ago, something like that, crossing into I fly to Seattle quite a bit when I'm doing US shows, so I was driving there. I don't know why I'm telling you that part. It doesn't matter, but I feel like I got to share more with you guys. Like I got to tell you why I was going. So I get to the border. I hand the guy my passport. He takes it. He scans it through the machine. First thing he said to me, he hadn't said hello or anything yet. He just took it. He scanned through the machine. First thing he said to me after he looked at it, don't make any sudden movements. Right? I was like, okay. And then he's like, shut off your vehicle and give me the keys too. So I was like, okay. So I shut off the vehicle. I hand him the keys slowly, right? Because he said no sudden movements. You know, here come the keys. Nice and slow. I don't know why I'm doing this too. I didn't took the front seat out of the car just so I get a bit of a quad workout while I drive. Then he said to me, in a couple of moments, I'm going to ask you to get out of the car. And when you do, if you make any sudden movements at all, we're going to take you to the ground. Have you ever had somebody tell you that? It's a little freaky, right? And the reason he said a couple moments too, because he needed time for his armed buddies to come out and surround the car. I'm not making this up, and I'm not going to make up the number for the story to make them sound bigger than it was. There were 6 of them. By the time I got out of the car, there were 6 of them surrounding the car. They didn't have their guns drawn. They had their hands on their guns, you know, on their hips and ready to shoot a Canadian mode, you know, like they've been planning for a while. I went, oh, bag me a Canuck. That's what I'm going to do right now. Again, I'm doing this. I don't know why I keep doing. Should I shoot him or should I do a pirouette right now? I don't know. Is that a pirouette? That's the spin around. It doesn't matter. So he opens the car door, I step out, and of course now I'm towering over this guy, right? So now I'm scared he's gonna have like small man complex or something, you know? Take the big guy down a peg or two. Right, so I'm like, everything's gonna be okay, everybody just calm down. Take it easy, I won't hurt you. Now what did you wanna say? No, I didn't pick him up. That part's not true, I exaggerated. He was a little heavy. I was too scared. I just went to the back of the car. I put my hands on the hood in the back. And, well, not the hood. It's a Porsche. I drive a Porsche, so that's how I roll. Maybe a Beetle would be more like a 60s Beetle, right? Anyway, so they got me on the back of the car, and they throw me, like they actually shoved me down, handcuffed me behind my back, and now I'm starting to get a little freaked out, right? Like they got me down there with the arm guard, right? They're taking me like I'm some kind of wanted fugitive into right now I'm starting to get a little freaked out, right? This doesn't seem like a routine stop anymore, huh? Imagine the people behind me, right? They're probably getting a little scared themselves, right? They see this car pull up, people jump out with guns, probably getting a little freaked out themselves, you know? It's like, eat the fruit, Lois, eat the fruit! It was a banana. The last one was a banana. Because you need your potassium for jail. So they took me into the customs office, and I was and again, absolutely true story. I was in there for like maybe 5 seconds, right? Like not long at all. Some guard walks all nonchalantly from behind the counter. He's like, oh, guess it was a computer malfunction. You can just let him go. And that was it. That was it. There was no explanation, no apology, no place to go change, nothing. I was like, okay. Pretty spicy for Access Television, am I right? I was actually sore doing that. It's all those quad workouts, I guess. Eh? Oh, so hey, I have been working out lately. Has anybody heard of Insanity? You heard of the video Insanity stuff? Okay, yeah, everyone's too tired. I do it right over here. Okay, by applause, who's heard of Insanity? Who's done it? Who's heard of it? Just heard of it. I won't. What? I don't want to get caught for. Who's tried it? Who's actually done some of the Insanity? Feel ya? Who's finished it? They both are like, nope, I don't even. Hopefully somebody did, because he's gonna look at me now. It's hard though, right? Yeah, it's crazy. Well, it's Insanity, I guess is why it's fitting. It's a fitting name. So those of you who don't know, it's a home workout thing. It's like 12 videos or something like that. I can't remember what it is. I usually pass out. Probably. It's really hard. Like here's my experience with it. I put the first one in, and it's a fit test, right? When you're starting out, it's the fit. They just want to see if you can handle it, right? So I'm like, that's a good place to start for me. So there's a warm-up to the fit test, and I start doing the warm-up, and I'm honestly 3/4 of the way through the warm-up, and I'm really tired. Like I'm panting hard, I'm sweating, and I'm thinking, like I wonder, this is my first thought was, I wonder if the warm-up, like how long it carries over. Like could I come back and do the fit test tomorrow? Would I still be warm? Right, because it's hard. So they finish, and then they start the fit test, and all it is, the fit test, and you girls can back me up on this, it's 8 exercises. I don't know why I always do it like this. It's 8 exercises, a minute each. And there's just one exercise for a minute, and they just want to see how many you can do of the exercise, and you write it down. Then you compare at the end of the workout. Look how much more fit I am now, right? That's the plan. So I start doing this, and it's crazy hard. And also, there's a girl on there named Tanya. Huh? Oh, I can't stand Tanya. She's super fit, right? And I got some male pride issues, sure, okay. And in my mind, I'm like, all I have to do is beat Tanya. That's the plan. I don't care what happens today. I don't care what happens the rest of my life. I'm beating Tanya. But Tanya's super fit. She's just like, and I'm trying to keep up to her, right? As hard as I can. I'm just like, and in my mind, I'm thinking, it's only a minute long. It's just a minute. I can keep pace for a minute, but she's really fit. And now, okay, we're about maybe the 3rd or 4th one in, and now my lungs are starting to, like I've never felt this before. It was, I think they were collapsing. I'll be honest with you. I think they were folding in. I was starting to open my mouth wider, thinking that's gonna help get more oxygen. And by the fifth one, now my stomach was starting to, not my stomach muscles, I don't have any, the organ. The stomach organ was starting to go, hey, we probably should slow down a bit here. We probably can't keep this pace up. And I was like, hey, it's only a minute long.